Hey, how are all you assassins doing? It's Francis with the Creeper. We're just gonna do another chiller Minecraft live stream. I haven't streamed on Twitch. I have started up a TikTok, and I've done a bunch more shit. And I had my friend in the world, which is why we have this. And they have a doggo. A lot of work has been done. We now have a ladder up to the surface. The mine is also bigger, sort of. I'm trying to mine up there, and we've added. Starting to remove storage. We now got this. This is gonna be like all stone related stuff. So you guys should like, I guess digging, I should say. So you guys should like dirt, which I'm gonna put a conveyor belt right here because I'm gonna be mining up a bunch of dirt. Cobblestone I'm gonna be having a lot of, so of course got a conveyor belt going from that chest to here, just so I can do quick deposit. Right into there. One second. Gotta get a link from somebody so they can join the stream. I'm gonna try and see how many people I can try and get to join the stream so I can kind of start a conversation going about mental health and stuff like that. I have my own outlook on mental health. There's some mental health problems that people have that I just cannot be around. It's just kind of like how if a person has Tourette's, they can't be around another person with Tourette's because it makes their mental health worse. It's kind of the same situation with me, honestly. Some mental health problems I just can't be around because it makes my mental health worse. Or it just kind of agitates me sometimes. Let me see. I'm probably going to do a generic ask for people in my Discord DMs just to see if people will join. I'm just sending this to... I'm kind of hoping I can get a decent amount of people to join just so we can kind of start a conversation going. So I'd like to start getting a conversation going about mental health awareness and stuff like that, and talk about mental health and what people do to cope with it and stuff like that. It'd be nice. Because there's a lot of people who don't really know ways to cope with their mental health and stuff like that. I might be able to get someone else to join. But, what was I doing again? Digging, right. I got some, like, is that vines growing on the side of that, or is that just leaves? I want to say vines. I kind of do hope that it grows down to there, so there's, like, another way up. That'd be kind of cool. Let me sort through my resources real quick. Because I already have a decent amount of Thor. I need to get more shovels. Let me see. Let me see. I need to find that link again now. Copy long. Okay. What was I doing again? Right, digging. Down the ladder. I am very confused by this person. Ow. Michael ankles. This is where a zombie decided to punt me off the cliff. I was not a happy camper. No, I was not. Someone said they were going to join us first. No one in my chats. people might enjoy my stream then. I really just want people to join so I can have someone to talk about mental health stuff. Because mental health is very important. Bad mental health is the leading cause of death. Fact. Because even addictions technically can fall under mental health. Oh no. Ha! Get burned. Ah. Oh lord. Y'all are just coming out of the woodworks for like no reason. Why? Who hurt you? Let me see. Maybe people are talking in the chat. I don't know. I don't know. I have no one talking in the chat. At least not that I can see on my phone. Oh, not my phone, but the thingy on the right that everyone can see. Because I know sometimes the stream glitches out and it doesn't let me see anything. No, it shows that no one's sent a chat. That is very disappointing. I am sad. I am sad, get there. Oh, there we go. Hello. I was waiting for someone to join. Wow. Wow. Please don't shoot me. Thank you. It's the Viking texture pack. It's my favorite. It's amazing. So Magma, is there any mental health stuff that you've dealt with? That you've had to overcome before? Let's get this ball up rolling, people. It's multiplayer. People can join. Lonely. Yeah, loneliness is a big thing I feel like a lot of people are dealing with nowadays. Discord's definitely helped with that, mostly. To an extent, of course. talking to people in Discord isn't gonna be like a be-all, end-all. Actually, I did a short little tickety talk on. I did a little TikTok video about me having nightmares. I had nightmares for like the past 4 nights. I think it was weird. Last night, or I guess last night, one of those two is correct. I had a nightmare and a dream. The dream was nice, the nightmare was not. But I've had nightmares for like the past 5 nights. Maybe. I am also not that smart. Two shall burn together. I'm unfortunately not the big Braun. I is Tane Brown. But I'm very helpful, I know a lot of stuff. Whoa, chat is just exploding. Chat is just exploding. My TikTok, it's the same thing as my YouTube channel name. Honestly, I'm trying to stay consistent with my branding. Because consistency is key. I've been doing YouTube for 6 years and gotten nowhere with my career. But I'm gonna do it for another 6 more. Yes. That should be, I think, let me double check that. I don't have a whole lot of stuff uploaded to my TikTok, because I literally just started uploading stuff to my TikTok, like, literally, yeah, so it's like, Reaper _plays _ YT is what it is. Just so people can understand that I'm a YouTuber. Cause I'm a honkin' YouTuber who do have the strong. I also do stuff on Twitch, but I don't do Twitch that often. Let me do this. I think this is how this works. Maybe. Hold on. Gotta still figure out YouTube. Still trying to figure that all out. How do I do this? I don't know how to work TikTok at all. How do you... Copied. Share. Not here. I'll just put a link of my favorite TikTok I posted in the chat. So if you want to go and look at that later, you can do that. Womp. Wow. Someone beat Poppy Playtime blindfolded? Jesus Christ. I can never do that. But no. For anyone who will be watching this in the future, why did I want to start doing mental health awareness? I can answer that very easily. I am mentally broken. Simple answer is I'm mentally broken. Long answer, I suffer myself personally. I suffer with schizophrenia, PTSD, bipolar, depression, autism, ODD. I'm trying to think. Hold on. Let me go through it. Let me do a heckin' thunk. So I have PTSD, schizophrenia, bipolar, depression, ADHD, ODD, autism. Did I say depression? I I don't know. My brain only works up to 5, okay? I got like 5 core ones that mess with me severely. I don't think I'm dyslexic, but I also don't know. I could also just be really stupid. Which is also another very likely option, but I make up with it because I'm adorable. A lot of people always have to mention that I'm freaking adorable. I don't know why. I don't know how I'm adorable, but I'm just adorable to a lot of people for some reason. I'm just a heckin' kidder. I don't know how I'm adorable. I'm dangerous. I'm very dangerous. It's like, I know Kung Fu, and I know how to do things. It's amazing. You know, the amount of people that I always get in, like, my Discord DMs, like, saying, oh my god, you're adorable, and it's just like, how I act on Discord, honest to god, is not that different from how I act in real life. I am an absolute weirdo, I'm a goober, and I can get very aggressive very easily, and I just want to help people. Like, if you ever talk to me online, the way I talk online is the exact same I talk in real life. I will say oh whoa, I will say ooh woo, and I will ooh woo the ever the heck out of you. Thank you. It's also kind of why I want to try and help others, because it's one way I've learned to cope with my issues is by helping others. It's not a very healthy way to cope, because everyone will always tell you it's like the best way to cope with your things is to learn before you help others is to help yourself, but it's like, there's no helping me. I'm sorry, but there is no helping me. Many people have tried, many people have failed, many doctors have failed, many doctors have also made me feel worse. But no, I want to try and help people, because growing up, no one wanted to help me, so it's like, I kind of want to not only try and help others, but kind of do what Markiplier and Jacksepticeye did when I was younger, where it's like, their videos would be like, the thing that brightened my day, and, you know, kind of like, just basically made my day better from going from being bullied at school to, like, just having fun, playing video games at home, watching their videos. I just kind of want to do that. Like, I've been doing YouTube for like 6 years. Trying to get into the public domain, but it's hard. Because YouTube is hawking difficult, because there's so many people trying to fight for your attention. Pretty much. That's basically what the old generation of YouTubers are, like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. They're too old to branch out to really do anything new, but they trained the next generation. Helping others is kind of just one of my ways I've learned to cope. Like, this is one story that I can tell people that'll absolutely shock them to their core that it happened. Because A, it's shocking that it happened, and B, it's absolutely shocking that no one did a damn thing to help. I was in 2nd or 3rd grade, maybe 4th at the latest, but I know I was tiny. I was young. And, oh, yeah, true. I went to tell stuff. But, so what happened was, I got in an argument. I don't even think it was an argument. I don't know what the hell started, honestly. But, I was getting, like, me and this one bully of mine were going back and forth. For reference, this is one of those schools that's, like, had the group of Hispanic kids that always just hung out with each other and talked to each other. I didn't know Spanish. But I can sure as hell replicate what people say very well. So what happened was, me and this kid were basically trading words back and forth. He started saying stuff in Spanish. I was copying exactly what he was saying, word for word. And then, so, out of nowhere, mind you, no one knew who my father was at this school, because my father never went to the school. He never went to any family meetings. No one even knew who he was, or where he was, or whatnot, or what he did for work, or whatever. This kid out of nowhere, and for context, what he said hurt me because of the fact that my dad was in prison at the time. Why he was in prison? I have no idea. This kid with like the most, I don't even know, like he just said it like as straight-faced as he could. You're the reason your father's in prison. And so then I lunged at him. I don't know what I was planning on doing, honestly. I remember I was trying to go for his throat. I was probably going to try and strangle him. Because it hurt a lot. Anger issues, I know. I'm not that violent anymore, thankfully. But, after he said that, he straight grabbed my arm and threw me to the ground and proceeded to stomp on my head over 50 times. Like, I had to go to the hospital afterwards. Like, oh, try to tell a story, man. Try and tell a story. Bullying. But no, he stomped on my head over 50 times. Gave me a concussion. And what did the school do? Literally jack shit. I had a whole crowd of students, classmates, and older classmen, and women, people from every grade, essentially. Every kid who went to that school was literally surrounding me and this kid while he proceeded to stomp on my head non-stop, uninterrupted by anybody, until eventually an adult noticed that there was a big crowd of students and they had to figure out what the hell was going on. When this happened, I was like in the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th grade. So I was like somewhere between the ages, how many years ago? This was like at least, I want to say like somewhere between the years of like 2006 and like 2013. Yeah, no, there was like a big crowd of people around and no one did anything. Like eventually a teacher showed up. I don't even think it was a teacher. I think it was like one of those people who basically like stands outside just watching over the kids, make sure none of them kill each other. She failed that job miserably. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, no. When I lived, so for reference, Utah is like, it's not well known, talked about. Everyone talks about its religious side of things. But people in Utah are mean, they're violent, they're aggressive, like, they will hate your guts for no reason. My dad was no different. And, like, Utah was just a state where no one gave a damn who you were. If you looked at them wrong, they'd beat the shit out of you. Because I've actually looked at someone, I wasn't even looking at this guy. Mind you, this is like when I'm an adult, going home from my job. I'm trying to look past this guy, see what kind of train's on it. And he literally, I kid you not, as aggressively as he could, yells at me and says, "What the fuck you looking at? What, you want to get knocked the fuck out or something?" And I wasn't even looking at him, I was looking past him at the train that's behind him to see what train it was. I grew up in a state where people would just get violent very quickly and would just like beat you up for like no reason. They would just attack you given the smallest reason. That's not even like my worst concussion. You know, honestly, living in Utah, there are people from Brazil that live in Utah. There's also people who came from like Russia and Germany. Utah's a mixing pot. I've met people from like Puerto Rico, Brazil, Mexico, Germany, Russia, France, Ukraine, some country that's like near Saudi Arabia that I've never heard of before that I don't actually remember the name of. I am sorry for anyone who lives in that country, but there's like a country that's like next to Saudi Arabia or like Egypt, and I don't know the name of it because I've never heard of it. But I met someone from there when I was working a job. It's the only reason why I know it exists. I just know of its existence. I don't remember its name, and I feel bad because I'm sure there's a lot of people that live there, and I just don't remember the name. And I am sorry. I don't have memory retention. I was literally going to a specialist to figure out why I was suffering from memory loss, so... I don't think it was Israel. I don't actually remember what country it was. All I know, it was near Egypt. That's all I remember them telling me. It was near Egypt. I think the dude actually had to like, but no. I've met people from like all over the world in Utah because Utah is like the biggest mixing pot of culture. Here's the only downside to that: is also Utah has so many different gangs that go through there. Like this one freaking movie theater would have to repaint this door because by the time like in the span of a week, this is how prevalent and strong gang activity was in this one town I lived in. They had to repaint this door once a month because there would be gangs tagging this one door to the point where you couldn't even see the door. And they'd basically be re-tagging over each other. Like, I seen, like, West Side, Crips, Bloods, the Five Crowns, like, you know, like, the symbols for the cartel, other things like that. Like, all these different, like, gang logos and stuff all over this door. Like, it was, like, almost unrecognizable, and they had to repaint this door constantly. Like, Utah is, like, a mixing pot of... like, just bad juju. I was seeing a therapist for a long time. I haven't been... oh my god, I'm gonna destroy that freaking watch. My friend has a watch that has an alarm on it, and we can't figure out how to turn off the alarm other than, like, just hit the, like, off button. Or, like, the button to, like, stop it from beeping, but it's going to drive me insane. Oh, thank god it stopped. But no, I haven't seen a therapist in, I want to say, over... why is there so much water in here? I haven't seen a therapist in, I think, over a year or two. I have a reason for this. It's partially my fault, but not completely. So, my therapist, who I had, absolutely amazing. Loved having him as my therapist. Because he traveled all over the world, so we understood culture and things of the sort. During the pandemic, my therapist office that I went to decided it was the smartest idea to basically tell half their staff either you go to this therapy office or this therapy office, but we can't keep all of you. So, my therapist decided to go to this one therapy facility that was clear halfway across the state from where I lived. That doesn't sound bad because I could probably just do phone calls with him, but I didn't think about that at the time, that I could just stay his patient through phone calls. I didn't think about that at the time. I wish I mentioned it because then I could have still been his patient. I was not his patient anymore. So, instead of immediately getting me a new therapist right off the gate, I didn't get a new therapist till over a year later. Why? I have no freaking idea. But by that point, I was so used to just relying on myself to figure out how to solve my issues that by the time the therapist finally got in contact with me, I was just like, I don't want to be your patient. I'm good. I've had to live without a therapist for over a year. I am fine. I mean, I'm not fine, but... My therapy office, nonetheless, screwed up so badly that I think anyone who was his patient, either I was just screwed over and given a therapist last, or a bunch of other people were just screwed over by this therapy office and just did not have therapists. But no. Have a therapist. Therapists are useful. I just cannot deal with therapy anymore. I've been seeing therapists since I was 5, to put in perspective. I have done therapy for literally over a decade. I have been in therapy. Something is clearly not working. And it's probably my brain, but we don't need to talk about that. Okay, we can't talk about it, but I don't really want to. Only if you want to. But, you know, you'd think my issues started later in life too, but no, they didn't. I was one of those special children who was beaten with the shit end of the stick of life at birth. Because when I was born, I had a stroke. Thank my mom for that one. She had a seizure while giving birth. And basically her body just said no to continuing giving birth. And I started suffocating, and I basically like suffocated inside of her. So I was like in the hospital for, I don't know exactly how long, but I think it was like a month afterwards, just to make sure that I was, you know, alive and well. And then my life just kind of went downhill from there. As I've discovered that through my years of research and learning about mental health, that, no. Thank you for joining, though. It's amazing. It's amazing getting people to talk. I'm always so lonely on these streams. I have no one to view my stuff. But do come back. I want to try and have more people that I can bring mental health awareness to, because mental health is very important. Spread the word. Because mental health is very important. Okay, thank you so much. Come back soon, please. I appreciate you joining, giving me some people to talk to and start conversations. Because otherwise I would have just sat here awkwardly in silence, dead focused on Minecraft. Have an amazing day, because you are an amazing person and you deserve all the happiness. Water now! The notifications on Discord. Let me see. I'm scared I'm gonna get jumped by a zombie again. I really don't want to get jumped by a zombie again. It's not fun. When I'm doing this, what this is doing, for any of you who are not aware of what I'm doing, it's basically a surface to bedrock mine. They take absolutely forever to build. And by build, I mean mine. Because there's many layers that go into these. I like to add glass to the surface layer, only because it's a safety net, essentially, for anyone who's dumb enough to accidentally fall down into it. But also it makes sure you have a easy way to get to and from one side of it to the other. Currently, I'm just keeping it at this size, only because this is already a really deep mine, so I'm not really wanting to expand it any further. I might be able to get my friend on. Maybe. He's at GameStop currently. I might be able to convince him to hop on Minecraft and talk about mental health stuff. Because mental health is important, and you matter. And so does your health. So please, do get help. Because it is always good to have outlets. Trust me, this is coming from someone who's had a sibling try and commit suicide for almost every year of their life. It is not fun to deal with the aftermath of that kind of stuff, or even really dealing with that on your own. So, please do get help. Because you matter. Because everyone's life is very important, and everyone is special. Okay, I don't need much more dirt. Since I'm going to be heading back to base, I would rather you not. I really need to expand that light barrier around the base, but it's fine. I think tomorrow I need to start harvesting glass. Like 100%, I need to harvest some glass because I cannot keep having this just open-faced surface. Because I've already been shot into here by a zombie. Just so this can start auto-converging down into the storage. Tired. Much tired. Much sleep. Okay, so today is gonna be a day about digging. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I have notifications. How are you today? Ow, my neck. Ah, that hurt a lot. Okay. I need shovels. I also need cobblestone, so womp. I will dig the universe. No way. I'm in a slime chunk? That's big. I didn't know I was in a slime chunk because I haven't seen a slime this entire freaking time. It's amazing. Why am I going up this way? I have a ladder. Well, I've already started this. Hey, wolves. Hi, wolves. The wolves I never do anything with. I just tamed and bred them together just because I could. They kind of just chill there. I might just name them Terry, Barry, and Larry. Just, why not? I don't have name tags, but... maybe. What is doth reasoning? Also, I'm not really sure. This is mostly a solo world. Also, I know some people can be very destructive. I'm doing a lot of important work. But on the other note of Minecraft stuff, how was your day today? You having a good day today? That's cool. Yeah, you kind of missed the whole bulk of what, I mean, this is the first hour viewing we're talking about. For this stream is mental health awareness related. Because mental health is important. Do you have any mental health stuff that you deal with on a day-to-day? Anything you feel comfortable about? Like anything you want to talk about in specific? I might be able to have some helpful advice. Maybe. I have a lot of mental health problems myself. So, kind of wanted to try and, you know, give some advice, help some people out. Everyone needs a little bit of help now and then. Wow, sandstone. No. You're really in the way. Fair enough. Yeah, me just recently, I've been dealing with severe nightmares for like the past 4 or 5 days. I deal with PTSD and schizophrenia. You know, as well as like anxiety, depression. And so having nightmares come back after not having dreams for like almost a decade. I haven't had a dream. Let's rewind it back a little bit. At age like 18, 19, I was put on medication to stop me from having nightmares because my nightmares were getting so severe that I would wake up in pure panic attacks, like my heart would be pounding, and my family was kind of worried that I might have, because you can actually cause yourself to have a heart attack from nightmares, and so my family was kind of worried that I might cause myself to have a heart attack, and so they kind of just put me on anti-dream medication. And so I hadn't had dreams after taking those pills, or even stopping those pills for that matter, for years. So I kind of miss not having dreams. I was under the notion that dreams would be great, but I'm really hating dreams. I hate dreaming. I'd like to go back to not dreaming. That'd be fantastic. I would like to not wake up in a pure blind panic attack, fearing for my life. That would be fantastic. Oh, it's bad too. Like, I remember one time I had a dream, and yes, I know this is gonna sound stupid because I know it's a movie character, but I had I think it was like either Jason or Freddy Krueger trying to kill me in one of my dreams. And there ain't nothing more terrifying waking up in a blind panic attack, seeing them outside your house trying to hunt you down in real life. That is, man, that's an experience. Can you add me? I am not aware of how. That is my only conundrum, friend. I am not aware of how. Also, my Minecraft is very glitchy as well. Like, me and my friends have to basically fight Minecraft to work half the time to let them join me. So I'm not sure, and that's just like with people on the same console as me. So I'm not sure if you're to do cross-platform, if it would even remotely work in the slightest. Because I have not tried to do cross-platform. I think no, actually no. I had a buddy who tried to do cross-platform. I don't remember if we got it to work. He's not here right now, so he can play this on like both Xbox and PlayStation. So I'd have to ask him if we got it to work, because I honestly don't remember. I'm also very tired. I think I went to bed at like... What time did I go to bed? Wait, when was my last message sent? I don't actually remember. Who did I message last? I think I remember. When did I go to bed last? I went to bed at around... like... I went to bed around like 9 p.m. I'm also doing fasting, which sucks. Emphasis on the word trying. I ate yesterday so I could get food in my stomach, because I'm trying to like shrink my stomach on PlayStation. I mean, we could try and get it to work. I'm just very wary when letting people join worlds, because I know some people will kind of go off and do their own thing, and then some people will just like try and destroy any work some people have done. Well, you see down here, that's unfortunate. Okay. Well, I haven't had anyone... I usually don't have people join my world and destroy stuff, but I know some people will. Hello, Wolf. I shall name you Wolfington. Goodbye, Wolfington. I shall get you a bone. Balls. We shall not talk about that. I forgot this was a two-step ladder. I shall tame Wolfington. And I shall keep Wolfington separate from Barry, Larry, and Terry. Hello, Wolf. You are mine now. I would love to just have the wolf's name just be Bob, so it's Barry, Larry, Terry, and Bob. Just like how it's kind of like the whole Undertale thing where it's like Tim, it's like Tem, and Bob. So it's like when I tell people their name from left to right, it's like Barry, Larry, Terry, and Bob. And it's like, wait, Bob, wait, hold on. Jerry, Larry, Barry, Terry, Gary. Imagine just trying to name all your pets after have their names all end in Airy. I don't know how well that would work out. I don't know how many names you could come up with that. I don't actually know. How many names can we come up with without repeating? There's Gary, Larry, Barry, Terry, Jerry, Mary. No, there. Oh yeah, Mary. I can't think of any others. Without going to like ridiculous extremes. Yep, and then that's exactly what I figured would happen. Okay. I'm just gonna start off by like trying to just make this safe, essentially. I eventually have that line up to this, because why not? Why not? Balls. Enough sand. I'm not entirely sure though. I have a lot of shovels now though, and I didn't really need that much sand. Yes, cranberries. Yes, Gordon. Shorty. Vegeta's first kill. Sir Camp Master. Hello, person. And welcome to Death Stranding. Huh? Hey? Hey, yes. Good now, comment for dying and games. I hated that freaking whole notification thing when I had to call Chuck E. Cheese when I had to work there. It was the absolute worst. Because it's like I could call my boss, but I also didn't want to at the same time. Because I'd rather not have talked to the general manager, because sometimes he wasn't there. Because sometimes, I don't know, Chuck E. Cheese is weird. They have like a hierarchy, right? Working at Chuck E. Cheese, weirdest thing ever. I eventually grew to hate it. I was like amazed. I loved being in the suit though. The suit was like the best part. I never got to make a single pizza. What made it worse is, so before you can actually make a pizza, you have to, so for you to do anything on Chuck E. Cheese, apparently you have to take these tests, and succeed at these tests. I succeeded at the cooking tests. I never got to make a pizza. They never got around to teaching me. I'm very sad about that though. But no, Chuck E. Cheese, and that's the one thing, I guarantee you'll ask any arcade person at all. I don't think it's just a Chuck E. Cheese thing either. You'll talk to anyone who works at a freaking arcade. They will tell you there are some days where they just want to punch a child. It sounds horrible, but boy, howdy do some kids really know how to get annoying by constantly shaking their freaking tickets in your freaking face. Or in this case, shaking their wristbands or tags in your face. Boy, howdy doody, did I really wish I wouldn't go to jail for football punting a child across the Chuck E. Cheese establishment that day. Weird experience I had though, trying to do the whole Chuck E. Cheese mascot birthday thing, but in Spanish. I'm not fluent in Spanish. I was so confident because I brought so much energy to it. I kind of knew what I was doing, but then there were so many people who actually spoke Spanish there, and I kind of regretted doing it. I mean, one of them said I didn't do half bad. My movements were a bit weird, they said, but I mean, I did my best. I'm not fluent in Spanish. Check Jesus. I missed their pizza. Like, surprisingly enough, Chuck E. Cheese pizza, amazing. Not the best pizza in the world, but I would rank it as my second favorite pizza. And some might say it's because I had it for free. No, I still had to pay for pizza. Like, you don't get a free meal at Chuck E. Cheese when you work there. Sadly, you get a discount. That's about it. When I worked there, though, I'd occasionally get some free food. So, that was fine. I will say, though, God, their prices, dear Lord, do not go to Chuck E. Cheese if you are broke, bitch. Because you'll walk out of that place even more of a broke bitch. Because, dear God, Chuck E. Cheese, you so expensive. Needless to say, if I have kids, they ain't going to Chuck E. Cheese, they go to Nickelmania. Nickelmania and Nickel Cave, one of those two. Those are your options, child. Let me give you a cup full of quarters and go off. That cup full of quarters doesn't last long, I'm telling you. Yeah, I'd run out of quarters in a span of like an hour. That's mainly because I was also going for like the games that gave the most tickets, and they usually make you run out of coins very quickly. Now I really want to go to an arcade. Man, when was the last time I went to an arcade? I'm trying to think now. When was the last time I went to an arcade? Not counting Chuck E. Cheese, which technically does have an arcade section, but I was never allowed to play on the games, even though in their employee video thingy, it literally shows employees on their breaks being allowed to play the arcade games, but I don't know why, but apparently you're not allowed to, because it's just company policy not to let employees play the game. It's weird. Like, if you're on shift, you can't play the games, but even if you work there, you still have to pay to play the games when you go in. It's weird. It's weird, Chuck E. Cheese's policies. Not the worst job I worked, though, that's for sure. Towards the end, it got very tense between me and an assistant manager. That's also because she just wasn't 100% sure what she was doing, but I also worked very closely with the general manager and the people who were under her, not under her, under him, there was this one woman. I don't know exactly what it was she did, but I knew it was important. I worked very closely with her, as well as I worked very closely with another assistant manager, and then I worked very closely with another assistant manager. But this one girl who became assistant manager really didn't trust my word, none whatsoever. Why? I have no freaking clue. I don't know why, but she was also very angry all the time. Because I guess she was stressed out a lot. But it's also like, I'm trying to help relieve the stress by telling you things you can do. There's also this other girl who was also very tense all the time and didn't like me at all, I swear to God. Also probably because she was on a lot of drugs. But who knows? Trying to keep conversation, I cannot. My brain is melting into a puddle of ooze. I just use like almost every brain cell to try and not only stay awake, because I also Minecraft is very relaxing for me, but just to think. Food. What is food? A byproduct of one's imagination that one can think of a molecular level of a structure that gives calories to oneself, or a delectable treat that one can make. The world may never know these answers. What the fuck am I even talking about? Probably not, but thank you, I guess. I've got to patch this up just because I really don't like patch trap. Okie dokie. Now I need to just... I'm gonna try and expand the light barrier out just a little bit. Wow, that zombie really wants that villager dead. Probably not. Thanks. What did I just say? Sorry, Piggy, but you're a worthy sacrifice. If anyone's asking why I'm using an axe instead of a sword, I just have so many axes in my inventory. I made a few axes by mistake. By a few, I mean I made one too many. Why won't you break, damn you? There we go. Why do I have 19 pork in my inventory? What tall are you? Thank God that was actually the top. Say, please don't crash during the stream game. If my crashes, I am so screwed. I've had a stream crash on me one time because of those stupid retarded PlayStation here. I lost like an hour and a half of recording footage. Sucked. It's like the reason why I hate PlayStation. Other reasons, but no, stop it. Die. God. Fuck off. I swear to glob. Oh god, I didn't know what I was looking at there for a second. Can you not for like 5 minutes? Supplies right now. And you put a long-lasting poison potion on me. Thanks, Witch. You the best. I'm gonna die here in a few seconds, I already know it. There's no shot that I don't. She also just had to put weakness on me. Making this even more inconvenient. Why are y'all just coming out of the woodworks? This is set to easy, mind you. Like, don't frickin' feel like it. Let me just say. Hey there, Exorcist. Okay, there's still a freaking log somewhere in these freaking leaves. Two logs fill in more of this hole, which is caused by another creeper. And I'll also have to fill in more of this hole. Jesus Christ, it's dark down there. Just, let me see. Yep. I like making sure I cover all of my bases when trying to deal with water. Why does it get so dark down here? What the hell? Like there's a line that lets it go from like somewhat visible to like not visible at all. Like see right there. Why does that exist? Just got ruined, so I can't really do much about that. I mean, I'm gonna do something about it a little bit later, but just not right now. Wow, that actually goes pretty far down there. Down, deep down in there. I feel like this is just gonna be one very tedious bit of stone that I'm gonna have to be working with because I feel like it's gonna go super far down in. Oh, did I reach it? Oh my god, I actually reached a point where it just ends. It's amazing. that hell last night, today is gonna be a good day. I already need some of these torches for maybe temporary. Simply only because of the fact that I can only really do so much. Very limited lighting. So, how do you pull them off? So I just kind of needed a torch. Just light barrier. Yeah. Chalk it up to light barriers. Chalk up a lot of things to you nowadays. Probably didn't have to do that. Where the frick do I have a pickaxe? In this egregious inventory of mine. First things first, I'm gonna try and fill in the rest of this. Do I have to fill it in? No. Do I want to? Yes. Simply because I don't want mobs to spawn down here. Such as drown, which have the chance to spawn in really any body of water. At least I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% certain on that factoid, but I'm gonna say it's right. And no one can tell me that I'm wrong, because there's no one that's watching this. I mean, it shows that I have like one viewer, but Beyonkening. Okay, now how do I get... That's the real question, because I kind of just did a thing. Actually do this. So they just also click it. Sort of, kind of, not really. light barrier around here? Preferably not. Preferably not. Preferably not, lads. Okay, yeah, no, hold on. This is just nauseating. Let me just... Yeah, I think I'll keep my sanity if I continue to just go on with this inventory, because I have so much cobblestone in my inventory, but not enough inventory space, not enough freaking tools at my disposal. And realizing I had glass smelting in the furnace this entire time, and I had charcoal blocks in the thing. Realizing that my charcoal blocks were being burned away and nothing was getting done. Gosh freaking damn it. And this is why I have this conveyor belt system. Ah, yes, which isn't operable right now because I mean it can just sit in there. It's fine. I mean it's not the end of the world. You'd swear I'd die if I didn't have someone to help me out and do stuff, which would also be very true. Kind of, sort of. I mean, I could get to town. Kinda. I could try and do a thing. I have to get used to fucking biking like 12 miles. Anyhow. I really don't want it to go any fucking higher than that, honestly. Just let me see here. I'm gonna do what I do best, which is terraform the terrain to my will. Just call me Terra Morpheus. of curious. Hold on. Let me. If I go to settings. Let me see. Game. Setting game settings now. Multiplayer now. Keyboard, wireless, general. No. Creator, video. Kind of curious now. Because I don't think that's the music that is supposed to go with that texture pack, which is weird, because, yeah. Oh dear lord. Why does Circle fucking do that? They're used bottom to top. I have no idea. I'm gonna end this here, just because I'm starting to get tired, and I'm not gonna sleep, because it's not good to sleep early. You need to get a set time schedule, even if you're tired or want to take a nap. It's not good to do that. But if you guys like this video, why not go check out some other content. I'll see you assassins in the next one. Bye bye.